Wow! Fantastic Beast poster right there. Can you even see it? Maybe not, so there we go. Fantastic Beast poster. Let's get into the series. What is up, guys, and welcome back to Calvin Cafe, and today we are looking at some Harry Potter nice, perfect, terrible conspiracy series. And why do I have a lollipop? Because I want one. Let's start looking at those series. So basically, how this is gonna work is I have a list of Harry Potter series that I'm gonna go through, and I'm gonna say one if I think it's a good theory, if it has accurate evidence, and then is it totally a conspiracy theory, or is it actually a good theory? 8 crazy Harry Potter conspiracy theories. Let's look at this list. Number 1, Harry Potter is immortal. So for those of you who know ads. So basically, for those of you who don't know the background of the series, it's from the prophecy that says, either must die at the hand of the other, for neither can live while the other survives. It's an interesting theory. I get where it's coming from. However, I feel like it, at least personally, I don't think this is how it's gonna work, because Harry has already died, and so I think it was more referring to the fact that he was gonna kill Voldemort, but Voldemort was gonna kill the Horcrux, and so yeah, I don't really actually think he is, like, you know, immortal. And besides, why have 19 years later when you can have 1900 years later? Also, I get that it's a prophecy, but I feel like the prophecy doesn't dictate immortality, it just tells you what's gonna happen, and unless Harry's gonna become an alchemist like Nicholas Flamel and make the Sorcerer's Stone Part 2 after all that stuff that happened in his, like, in the first book, yeah. Ron is a time-traveling Dumbledore. Don't even get me started on time turners, please, because they are the most illogical. Oh, that's just a red thing beeping. They're the most illogical thing, like, in the entire series. Cursed Child. Oh, not even get into that right now. Basically, the stuff behind this is that this series focuses on the chess scene, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Ron chooses to play both a knight and a king. This relates to the Great War at hand, with Ron being the knight or loyal friend to Harry, and Dumbledore being the king or controller of the whole situation. We are all aware that Dumbledore is experiencing time travel, and he gives Hermione a time turner. Well, first of all, he isn't even the one that gives Hermione the time turner. Yes, that would be a nice bit of symbolism. Okay, like, I get it, but I feel like there's just too much other stuff. Like, first of all, there's too much history with Dumbledore since he was, like, Hogwarts age, and he can't really turn back his age, and he definitely wouldn't live to Dumbledore's age, and he would know, just the biggest thing right off the top of my head, he would know not to touch the ring. Also, have you seen Ron's skills at magic versus Dumbledore's? Just saying. Next theory. I'm sorry, I'm not Ben Shapiro or PewDiePie. Number 3. Dumbledore is deaf. So this is basically, like, goes to a theory, like, basically it's like, he gave the 3 Deathly Hallows to people. Or, it's like, because it's like, Snape is the second brother, Voldemort's the first brother, and Harry's the third brother. I like the symbolism of it, but I don't think Dumbledore is literally deaf. But it is a symbolism, and I do like the symbolism of it. Harry being a Horcrux made the Dursleys hate him. I don't... Okay. I think, basically, it's like kind of how the locket made them all really irritating. I definitely think it probably contributed, but at the same time, they hated magic, like, so much before he even, like, arrived, like, with her sister and stuff. So, definitely a contributor, but it's not definitely not the entire reason. Also, they locked him away for, like, all of his life, and he wasn't really, like, around them, so how would it even, like, really affect them? 5. Harry and Sirius are blood relatives. And we said, yeah, it's basically, so it's like, in the books, Sirius is his godfather, and there is apparently somewhere in the, like, Black family tree that somebody married a Potter. I mean, I think it would be, like, cool if they were. I don't really think so, though. But who knows? Maybe we see one of them. Let's see, when was the Sirius born? I'm curious now. I was gonna see if we saw the birth of Sirius in the Fantastic Beasts movies, but nope. 6. The Muggles went to war with the Wizards and won. This is basically like going back to the reasoning, why like wizards hide their powers. I think there may have been a war and a treaty or something that kind of happened along those lines, but I feel like for a really long time, like, it's just been the culture, and it may have been, I don't know, like the Salem witch trials or something. So even like they didn't win, there was some treaty for them to go underground, or just like the Muggles just didn't want them around, so maybe they were exiled and came back like slowly or something, but I don't think the Muggles would have really beaten the Wizards. At least not before World War II and all the stuff that happened, Crimes of Grindelwald, that they saw. So with that stuff, I'm going to try not to give away any spoilers. Maybe, but other than that, The events of the Sorcerer's Stone predicted the rest of the series. Okay, so basically what this is saying, that each of the, like, challenges in the Sorcerer's Stone was almost like a watered down version of what he'd, like, faced kinda later on. So it's kind of like Whomping Willow, or like, it was like the Devil's Snare is kind of like the Whomping Willow. The Flying Broomsticks is kind of like the Quidditch match in the second book. The chess is kind of like a puzzle, kind of like the Goblet of Fire. The Troll is kind of like Gwop in the order Grop, I think. Gwop. It's not Gwop, it's Grop, I think, who we meet in the Order of the Phoenix. There's a potion puzzle, kind of like Slughorn. And then it's his confrontation with Voldemort. I've never actually, like, that's actually a really interesting way to look at it. I definitely think it could have been, or that's just kind of the way. I don't know if that was, like, her original intention, but I could see she kind of working it out like that after maybe the first book. Like, after the second book, like, hey, we can kind of base it off this or whatever. Maybe she had an outline what she wanted to do, and she worked that into the first book. I definitely don't think she based the rest of it off the first book. If she based the first book off the rest of it, that would make a lot more sense to me. It was all a hallucination. Nope. 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 It was all hallucination. Why are we following, like, the story of Newt and Dumbledore over there? No. Unless it's just like he made this, unless he was literally J.K. Rowling and had this all in his, like, this entire universe in his head, which I doubt. And even then, like, I feel like it does mess with some of these other series. Like, okay, if it was all hallucination, he ain't immortal. Or I don't know if these are meant to stand alone or work together, or I don't know, but it makes too many other holes, and just, there's too much stuff that happened with the Dursleys to make me think it, like, just too much stuff that happened with them, and I don't know, like, besides if it was all hallucination, why would he, like, hallucinate being back at the Dursleys? Alright, so those are the 7 theories. Do you guys believe in any of them? Have any different thoughts than me? Please let me know below. That's really all I have for you guys today. Kaplan Cafe out.
Hey squad, it's your girl Nikki. You're welcome, I just gave you my Instagram. I'm besties with my friend Nicholas right here. His YouTube is Kaplan Cafe.
Yeah.
And I gave him the idea for Harry Potter. What are they called? Conspiracy theories. Harry Potter conspiracy theories. You're welcome. Bye squad.